All right, friends, today we're going to do a little coloring and we're going to stay in the lines when we color. So in your material, you had some coloring sheets. Each sheet has a different little pattern on it. So I'm going to say that if you have a hard time staying in the lines, you might want to choose something initially that's like this guy. It's not as much detail as like the sugar skull. All right, so I'm gonna tear off the first page. I'm gonna choose one of these. So how I'm gonna do that is I'm going to fold this in half. All right. And then I'm gonna fold it in half again, just so I can give myself a straight line to cut down. Okay. I'm gonna actually use the blank side to see it even better. All right, so it's gonna give us a nice straight line. All right, so then I'm gonna practice cutting with my scissors. Okay, cut on that line, go slowly so it stays nice and straight. All right. All right, so Miss Andy can do a pretty good job staying in the lines. So I am going to go with the cat. Okay, so I'm gonna put these to the side and have them ready. All right, because there's some smaller spots on these coloring works, you want to use your colored pencils because you want to be able to have a finer point, okay? All right, so I'm going to start with the smaller shapes. Okay, so I'm gonna fill in the ears and I'm just gonna go back and forth to fill in the ears. Back and forth, take your time at the edges. I want to see if you guys can be super careful and keep your colors in the lines. All right, I think I'm going to make this a black cat because it's Halloween time. Okay. So even in the small spaces, I'm making a little back and forth movements. Right. I go down and I'm going to fill in his tail. All right, I'm going to make this whole cat a black cat, so I might choose to just not push down as hard when I color the cat's legs so that you can see them. All right, back and forth, back and forth. There's a couple little spots that are to give the cat a little different color on its cheeks. I'm going to leave that open and white. Okay, but I keep going back and forth. Oh, there's the other one. We're going to kind of circle around it. Keep going back and forth. All right, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to give this cat a couple little pink pencils. Need to be sharpened. All right. So I'm going to now fill in the space around the cat. Make it very Halloween-y and make it orange. So it's a black cat with an orange background. I'm going to go back and forth. So take your time. You probably want to go a little slower than I'm going to make sure you don't go out of the lines. All right. Okay. All right, I'm gonna color these shapes green. Okay, keep going back and forth. I am not coloring this little triangle though in the center yet, so keep that in mind. We're gonna give that shape a different color. But I'm making a pattern by making all of these that look the same shape, making them the same color around. All right. Let's see if I can find. Looking for a purple. Do I have a purple in here? Here's a purple. We're gonna make these purple. Okay, I'm gonna go back and forth. All right, so I am going to use, I've got a dark green and let's see, a red orange. Okay, so I am going to use the dark green to start, and then I'm going to leave one empty for the red, the orange red, or red orange, and then fill the next one. Okay, I'm going to do the same on this one. Okay, I'm going back and forth, back and forth. Back and forth. and forth. All right, so now I'm gonna go to my, what did we have? Red, orange. Okay, keep going back and forth. Okay, do your very best coloring, keep it in the lines. Back and forth, you make smaller movements when you get close to the edge. This should take you guys a lot longer. Miss Andy has so many years of practice, so that's why I can go pretty fast. Okay, going back and forth. All right, last one, back and forth. All right, so there is my finished work. All right, now it's your turn.